What is up, my friends? So let me put this poll real quick. What is up, my friends? What is up, my friends? Yeah, good stuff. So it has happened, my friends. The Mets have fired their manager. We have not even reached the All Star break yet. So, my friends, the Mets have been the biggest disappointment this year. You could get into the Tigers, you could even get into the Houston Astros, but I think we can all agree that the biggest disappointment this season would have to be the New York Mets. Okay, especially when you consider they have the highest payroll. Okay, when you have the highest payroll, bare minimum you should be in second place. There is no way, there is no way that you should be dead last. Okay, they are dead last. The Atlanta Braves, they are kicking some serious ass at 48-31. Phillies are at 45-36. Marlins 42-39. Nationals are at 500, 41-41. And the New York Mets are dead last at 34-47. They are 2 games in front of the fucking Colorado Rockies. The Colorado Rockies. The highest, the team with the highest payroll is 2 games in front of the garbage Colorado Rockies. People, how is that possible? When you have Francisco Lindor, when you have Bo Bichette, when you have Juan Soto, you would think you would have a good chance. Okay, so it says per Google that Carlos Mendoza, which I had no faith in that guy to begin with. Carlos Mendoza has been fired. Okay, so the new manager for right now is Andy Green, who was previously with the San Diego Padres. Okay, so now with the Mets being dead last, okay, there is still some time for them to make a run at the wild card. Okay, but my friends, I want to hear from you. Are the Mets going to make the playoffs? Like with the talent, 34, 34 wins with 47 losses. That is brutal. So that means that they're going to have to go on an insane tear. Okay, now they do have the talent, but man, that's just too much ground to make up, I think, when it comes to the Mets. So as far as the owner, you cannot blame the owner. Okay, because when you're the owner, especially when it comes to baseball, he is doing what you're supposed to do. Blow money. Blow money. You need a top pitcher, blow money, especially when you are in New York. Okay, when you're in New York, that gives you a massive advantage. Okay, New York plus deep, deep pockets. There is no excuse. Okay, but now, my friends, the problem is that paper does not equal results. Okay, we've seen this time and time again. Paper does not equal actual results, and that is the unfortunate thing that is taking place here with the Mets. So on paper, they have great talent. On paper, they have the highest payroll. Okay, my friends. So you would think they would be in second place, bare minimum, behind the Braves, because let's be honest, the Braves, they are monsters. They've been there, done that. Okay, so you would think that they would be right behind the Braves. For them to be dead last, that is absolutely unacceptable, especially when you have the highest payroll. So with them firing the manager, I don't think that's going to do much with them making the. I wouldn't be surprised, but when they're at 34, that is a tough ask because they're not even close. to being 500, 34-47. That is brutal. So I'm probably gonna have to say no, man. No, I don't think the Mets are gonna make the playoffs. But if they go on a crazy 15-game winning streak, which is what they're gonna have to do, okay, to even have a shot. But with us so close to the All Star break, Mets fans, I don't know what to tell you, but just know that you do have an owner that wants to win, and when you have an owner that wants to win, that is a good thing. That means that you will eventually start winning. Okay, but the good news for you guys is that you have the Knicks. Okay, you guys have the Knicks. You may not have the Mets this year. You may not have the New York Rangers, but you just had the New York fucking Knicks win the Larry O'Brien. Okay, so that being said, I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the Mets are going to make the playoffs or not? And plus, I want to hear in the comment section below how would you fix the Mets? Okay, how would you fix the Mets? Would you go for more of like the Oakland A's style where you cut costs and then you rely mainly on stats, or do you just keep doing what you're doing in blowing money in which that's what I would do. Okay, because the Oakland A's thing doesn't work either. Okay, the whole Billy Bean thing. The hell, what the fuck have the Oakland A's won? The Sacramento A's won. So so sometimes Moneyball doesn't work, and other times big time spending does not work. Correct. So that being said, thank you for tuning into a Friday edition of Talking Sports with Mark Live. Like the stream and subscribe, my friends. Thank you for the 200. I really appreciate it. Onward to 1,000. Stay safe out there, my friends.